Thanks for coming out. I'm excited. This is definitely one of my passions in life, is to help people gain awareness that is needed in order to take control of your health. And one of the first things I want to say is that everyone is actually doing the best they can all the time with the awareness they have in supporting their health and their happiness. That's just a fact. Everyone's doing the best they can. So, if you were to take like 5 different mothers, for example, and take a close look at what they're feeding their children for breakfast each morning, they're going to have 5 different meals there, right? And, some mothers might be feeding them foods that aren't really optimal for them, but inside themselves, they love their children, and they're actually doing the best they can. And they might not have any idea, actually, that what they're feeding their kids is harming them. So 10 years ago, I had really bad back pain, and I did everything I could to make that go away. But I had back pain for about 2 years, and then, it was really frustrating, because when you don't have control over your health, that's one of the worst things, because as soon as your health starts to degrade, it automatically affects your happiness and the amount of love in life. Like, it affects your relationships, it affects your families, it affects your dream in life, your career. It limits you. Your health is so important. So, anyways, I could not figure out why my back hurt so badly, and I looked and looked and looked for answers, and I went to different specialists, and a lot of people helped relieve pain for a while, and then inevitably it would just come back. So I just couldn't get to the root of it. Then I ended up reading a book, and I read about how gluten can be really damaging to people. Some people are gluten intolerant, and in the book it said the only way you'd know for sure if you're gluten intolerant is if you just stop eating wheat and any kind of flours that have gluten in it for at least 4 days. And then you can eat a bunch of meals with wheat in it on that 5th day and see what happens. So after 2 years of intense back pain, and then finally gaining that piece of awareness, you see, I was eating gluten this whole time to be healthy, because I was eating whole wheat, because Canada's food guide says eat whole wheat flour, right? You should have X number of servings of grain each day. Well, by taking that advice, I was actually killing myself. Literally. I'm not exaggerating, because when you eat gluten and you're gluten intolerant, it damages your intestines and it causes inflammation. And when your intestines are inflamed, you can't absorb nutrition from the other foods you're eating. So I was eating organic food then. I had awareness of the benefits of organic food. You're not eating chemicals, and it's more nutrient dense. And it's better for the environment. I had that awareness, so I was eating all that, and I was taking all kinds of supplements, but it doesn't matter, because if your intestines are inflamed, they don't absorb nutrition well anymore. So I had all this back pain. After cutting gluten out for 4 days, my back pain went away. I was really angry, actually, at first. Because for 2 years, I was really, really frustrated and in pain, a lot of pain. So for 2 years, I did the best I could with the awareness I had. So I want everyone to understand that when I start speaking about what is causing cancer, it's a sensitive topic. I've lost people to cancer that I loved, and I went through the experience of being close to them and doing everything we could to hopefully heal them. And what I've realized is that we just lacked awareness, but we did the best we could. So one of the things that I've been studying and improving on in myself as a health practitioner, I'm a Czech practitioner, and the philosophy of a Czech practitioner is to never teach anyone anything about health unless you do it yourself and have wisdom that it works. Never read something and then be a parrot and regurgitate it. So everything that I'm going to teach you is either something that I've done to myself and I know works for health, or it's stuff I've discovered and I've written in my book and applied with clients and to myself still.